going on, YouTube universe? My name is Zirra, and welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to Zirra Reacts, the channel where we break down, interpret, and do whatever we have to do to videos on the internet. Today, by popular demand and as voted by you guys at home, we are checking out more Missioned Souls. I am so dedicated and strapped in to listening to every single thing these kids have already done, not to mention waiting and anticipating with bated breath everything that they are going to do moving forward. I tend to cling onto something quite wholly when I appreciate it thoroughly, and I haven't really clung to a band this hard since maybe The Warning and discovering The Warning. And then Ghost came along. I was really late to the Ghost bandwagon, and I'm only getting involved with Sleep Token for the first time. I've only listened to a handful of songs, but I'm very much in that boat. I don't consider myself to be musically stunted in any way, shape, or form, but I really hone in on what I like, and sometimes that does mean, whether it's out of ignorance, even if it's subliminally or not, I kind of push everything else out to the side and I just listen to what I like. That's just how my brain works. But being able to take in all these new bands, all this new music, all these new sounds has been really eye-opening for myself, and I am very thankful that I was able to come across Missioned Souls and listen to their music for the first time through that TNT cover that we listened to be getting all the comments from you guys at home and all the support that you've been lending myself through this experience. I could not be happier to sit back here and go swinging to the fences with a band like I am with these kids. They are the real deal. I am so glad, even though it took a hot minute for me to find them, because I feel they are still very much in their infancy given their age. I can now proudly say moving forward that once they start translating from family cover band to doing their own stuff to doing big headlining tours around the world, because this is the ability power that these kids have, I can sit there and say that I might have been a little bit late to the beginning, but I was there. I was a part of it. Do you get the sentiment? I'm just explaining to you guys at home how happy I am that I stumbled across these kids and how excited I am to be checking out something else from them today. Highway Star is one of the most requested tracks you guys at home have wanted me to listen to, and if memory serves correctly, this is a song that is going to boast some instrumental power, and it could potentially end up being the most powerful quote-unquote song that we have heard from Missioned Souls, at least from my perspective, because obviously people tuning out to these videos may have seen this particular video over and over again. They've obviously heard other things in relation to these kids as well, so taking in something brand new, I'm all for it. I'm ready to dive on in. I think I've taken up enough of your time already. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, do whatever you have to do to get in the zone. Let's take a beat. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's take a deep breath out. We need to expel, make room. We did so for TNT. We have done so with Crazy Train, and I can guarantee I'm going to be pausing left, right, and center with Highway Star. I can guarantee it. It's something I didn't do in the past. It's something I'm really honing in on and really enjoying with reaction videos now, taking a beat to just talk about things in the moment. If you can't tell, I'm happy. Can you tell how excited I am? I hope the energy translates from myself through the screen into you guys, because I think this is going to be a hell of a ride. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Missioned Souls' interpretation of Deep Purple's Highway Star. Okay, before we dive on in, I just want to preface my thoughts here coming into this. We've already listened to TNT, we have already listened to Crazy Train, and what these kids do exceptionally well is what many artists and bands fail to do in a more mainstream setting, and that is taking a song and reinterpreting it and making it your own, as opposed to just doing a stock standard cover. Some of my favorite bands have the ability to take a song and make it innately theirs, even though it's not. And too many times in this day and age, we see cover songs come across that just, almost fall flat to the fact of feeling like a cheap karaoke parody. These kids haven't done that with the two tracks I've heard and seen so far. They have taken the nuances from those performances and those artists, those bands, but they have made the sound innately their own, and through their charisma, their personality, their stage presence, they hit it in the pocket so hard that I always walk out of a performance thinking that that was their own original work, even though we know it's not. So I'm very hopeful that Highway Star is exactly the same. From memory, and it's been a hot minute since I've heard this song by Deep Purple, but it's a very bass-driven song, a lot of heavy drums. There's going to be some killer guitar work. Vocally, I think Stacey's going to absolutely smash it. I'm just very keen to see how they take on such a instrumentally collaborative piece in the way of, everybody having to do their own role, but collectively coming together. They've done it perfectly both times I've checked them out so far, and I'm not suggesting by any means they're going to fail to do it again. I'm just very excited to hear bigger, beltier, boasting sounds, because I feel a song like Highway Star is definitely going to lean into that. So let's check it out. Nasus is going to walk the dog on that bass in this track. She's going to take it for a walk, and she's just going to let her fingers do the crawling. My lord. We've only just started. We're only 12 seconds in, and I'm already getting... I got to keep my hype levels in check. Ready, here it comes.
Nobody gonna take my car, I'm gonna race it to the ground. Nobody gonna beat my car, it's gonna break the speed of the sound. Ooh, it's a killing machine, it's got everything. Driving power, big fat tires and everything.
This very well is going to end up being a track at the end where I'm going to praise everybody collectively, but so far, the bass work from Nasus just solidifies how incredibly talented she is in this role. And while we haven't maybe had enough of experience with these kids yet to see her at her best, I've always commented on her personality, always being up and about, treating a studio session like she's live on stage. She exudes this presence that brings the other kids in. I haven't really touched fully yet on her instrumental ability, and I think so far, even though we're only a minute into the song, just the way she is playing this bass and the sound that we are getting from it is so incredibly good. I apologize to the soulmates out there for not recognizing this talent sooner than I have. Obviously, we've touched on Ice on the drums, we've spoken about Stacey's vocals, we've spoken about the guitar work, but we haven't really taken a moment yet to appreciate the bass line. And when it comes to music, I appreciate a heavy bass line. So Nasus is knocking it out of the park. I can dig it. You know what? Let's even run it back a little bit just to hear it a little bit better, a little bit more.
Driving power, big fat tires and everything. I love it, I need it, I bleed it. Yeah, it's a wild hurricane. Alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star. Nobody gonna take my girl, I'm gonna keep her to the end. Nobody gonna take my girl, she stays close on every bend. Ooh, she's a killing machine, she got everything. Like the moving mouth, body controlling everything. I love her, I need her, I see her. Yeah, she turns me on. Alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star.
Let's get ready for this. Okay, let's take a beat just for a second. That slide into the keyboards was so well done, and this is actually the first time listening to Mission Souls where we're going to be able to take in, at least from my perspective, Nasa's on keyboard, because we've only seen her on the bass before. So I'm very keen to see how Nasa's on the keyboard and our girl on the guitar absolutely come together to make some melodic masterpiece. I'm ready. I am ready for it. I am living for it. These kids are so talented, man. I could sit here and just pause this every 10 seconds and find something to point out to everybody at home. Like ice on the drums. The double bass work from this kid is absolutely sensational. I have never seen a kid at his age be so precise when it comes to keeping time, keeping rhythm. So incredible. Absolutely. I'm so thankful I stumbled across these kids, because I would still be living in a world where I didn't know they existed, and I think I'd be doing myself a disservice if I was still living in that world. I'm here for it, baby. I'm a soulmate for life. Let's continue on. Let's run it back just a little bit. We're going to listen to the slide once more, and then we'll take in the combination of Nisha and Nasa's on the keyboard and guitar. So good. Wow. I told you. Musical masterpiece was probably the stupidest pairing of words I've ever used in my life. Don't get me wrong, but holy hell. These kids, man. If I was just to have an ounce of talent that these kids have instrumentally, I'd be living the dream. Let's dive back in. I'm seriously starting to find myself lost for words, and if you know me, I love to talk. I can talk a fish underwater, you know what I'm saying? So this is it's very few and far between the moments you'll find where I'm kind of, stunted in the way of not knowing what to say, but I'm running this back and we're listening to it again. Okay, I didn't want to do Nisha a disservice there by pausing at any point during that solo. This is a moment where I would insert an explicitive like word here, like, you know, the kind of the words that go down if you've been checking my videos out before. Trying to be a good boy when it comes to listening to these kids and trying to keep it as PG as I can, but in moments like this, it's so incredibly hard not to like just break out into, you know, passionate overtures of swearing and carrying on, and that was absolutely insane. As a kid, you know, growing up in like a music background and loving to play music, perform music, you know, musical theater, all that kind of stuff, being able to play guitar proficiently is one thing I grew up always wanting to do. And when you sit here and you look at Nisha absolutely shredding like she is right now, it takes me back to those moments of wanting to have that gift as a kid. That was absolutely insane. It's just, these kids have been blessed with God-given talent. We've got a minute left. We've got a minute left. Let's strap ourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the end of the line.
Gonna take my car, I'm gonna race it to the ground. Nobody gonna beat my car, it's gonna break the speed of sound. Ooh, it's a killing machine. It's got everything. Like a driving power, big fat tires and everything. I love it, I need it, I see it. Yeah, it's a wild hurricane. Alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star. I'm a highway star. I'm a highway star.
Absolutely sensational. Holy hell. Let's talk about it. I told you, instrumentally powerful. Just seeing Nace's walk the bass like it was nobody's business. That guitar solo. I can't even. I can't. The drums by Ice. Then you've got the vocals from Stacey, which we saw different ranges and tones from. This, to me, even though Crazy Train of the 3 tracks that we have heard is probably my favorite, this is definitely the track that has shown their instrumental ability the best, because we got to see Nasus not only on the bass but also on keyboard. We got to see a shredding solo. We got to see brilliant vocals. We got to see Ice just do his things and wail on those drums. Is every performance like this? I'm starting to think it very well may be, and if it is the case, then I just need to prepare myself every single time I sit down to listen to these kids. Holy hell. Also, I do hope you guys appreciate the fact that I've been a good boy today and I've kept myself tame. There was a couple of comments that came through on the last Mission Souls video that I reacted to, saying that they would only support me if I stopped swearing. And I just want to preface that I don't swear for the sake of swearing. I don't do it to be edgy. I don't do it to just throw a word in. Couple of things. I'm a very passionate person when it comes to content creation specifically, because I don't just do music reactions here. I've got a gaming channel. I've got another channel where I focus down on Australia's national sport. So I have myself kind of spread out over multiple platforms, and each and every time I sit down in front of a camera to do something, whether it's listening to a music video, whether it's playing a video game, I lean in to my passion and personality a lot. And a quote that Ozzy Osbourne said to Youngblood really rings true with myself, and he told that young boy to always be unapologetically, I stumbled a little bit there, always be unapologetically yourself. And I feel when I'm on camera, I am exactly the same in real life. I feel I try to be, as best as I can, the most unapologetically, holy hell, I am stumbling. I am the most real version of myself on camera, like I am in real life. I feel I exude the same energy, and if that means I get suckered into my passion a little bit and I swear, so be it. I don't do it to upset anybody. And also, I'm Australian, and all the Australians that are here, and I know there's some Australian soulmates in the comments, so feel free to back your boy up. Our vocabulary sometimes, at the best of times, just has swears and, you know, censorship and expletives just dropped in for no reason. It's like daily vernacular for us. We have swears here that are terms of endearment to people that we love. So I don't know. I don't want to sit here and only cater to certain types of people. I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, I'm going to stop swearing because I desperately want somebody to follow me. I want to be as true to myself as I possibly can. With that being said, though, this is a band comprised of children, so I don't want to have younger audiences come in to watch these videos and be influenced by the things I say in a negative connotation. So if I do swear, I'm apologetic to the fact that I'm not meaning to lead anybody astray, but I'm unapologetically being true to myself, if that makes sense. I know we've gone on a bit of a tangent here and we took away from the kids, but I just wanted to kind of preface with that. I've been a good boy today. I think I've behaved quite well. So hey, if there happens to be anybody coming along that wants to check these out and does think I've been a good boy, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below as well. Well, let's have a good time. I've appreciated every single one of you that has come on board this journey with me, joined this family, and have been leaving comments, leaving suggestions for future reactions, sharing your passion with me. This is why I created this reaction channel, to create a community where everybody from all walks of life can come together and enjoy music and other things as well, because I want to translate into doing different things. During this year, I want to do try not to laugh challenges, try not to get jump scared, try not to cringe, those types of things. I want to react to movie trailers, game trailers, do some more sports reactions, because it's been a hot minute since I've done some sport reactions, and I know there's some people in the crowd here that enjoy those when they drop. I'm just loving being a content creator right now, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I mean this as sincerely as I possibly can, it is because of you guys at home that I'm feeling so up and about, and I couldn't be more thankful. Got a question for you all at home though. When it comes to Mission Souls, it is a question and a possibility that my friend ran by me, and I really like this idea. We have studio performances and live performances by these kids. Do you want to see me do them individually, or would you like to see some videos thrown into the mix moving forward where we listen to the studio version, we listen to the live version, we compare the pair, we talk about both of them, kind of do a face-off, studio version versus live version, which is better, that type of scenario. If that is something you would like to see, let me know in the comment section down below, as well as obviously keep on sending those reaction recommendations through to myself, whether it's Mission Souls, whether you feel there's another band or artist I should be checking out. Comment section is always open. Social media is always open as well, so check me out on the links provided in the description of this video. Do leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new and you want to join the community we are building here. I've waffled for far too long. I'm still very excited by what we heard today, and I cannot wait to dive into the next reaction with you all. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.